If you love building software to solve certain problems, and if you do that a lot using .NET technologies, and if you, like I used to, copy and paste your previous solutions or previous code base into a different directory and start with a renaming fun, and hope that you haven't left any rubbish behind, and hope that you also got all of your NuGet packages or your project dependencies are still relevant, I want you to watch this video, because this bad workflow and system that you built for yourself, and I did it too, it's not really a template. And if you want productivity and saving time, then you really need to start thinking about an alternative of this system. Hello guys, I am Saeed. I'm a software engineer and AWS solutions architect. So the solution is very simple. So we're going to use exactly what Microsoft has been using for decades. All of you used Visual Studio or Rider, and you start creating a web API solution or a project, or maybe a class library or a unit test, XUnit project, for instance. All of those are templates. So we're going to use something called template engine, which is the engine behind creating a new project using those templates. Everything that you've seen so far on Visual Studio or Rider, the list of the templates that you've seen that you can search and download and install different ones, all of those use template engine. Imagine if they weren't there, you'll end up creating a brand new project completely from scratch. So hopefully this is going to take the pain away, but at the end of this video, you'll learn exactly what you need to do to get this done right. Okay, so what we have here on the left hand side, just a folder directory where I've got a sample file that I would like to show you. This is going to speed things up. And on the right hand side, I've got Rider. We're just about to create a new solution. Now, solution name, let's go quickly, simple.template.demo, and the project name, simple.api. And then here, this is very crucial, template. So we've got a number of templates already pre-installed. Further down, we've got template description. So far, you probably didn't have any reason to pay attention to this section. So this is crucial to what we're trying to achieve here. We're going to deal with these stuff. So short name, if you use CLI, .NET CLI to create projects before, then short names are quite important. So this is crucial. We got a short name, identity, other classifications. It's like tagging in my opinion. Now we can go ahead and then create this tiny little solution with one project in it. Okay, so now what we have, a web API project. What we're going to do now to go to the root of this solution, exactly where the solution file is, you create a new folder. You're going to name it exactly as this, .template.config, and then inside it we're going to go back in here, we're going to grab this file, we're going to go back in there, we're going to go inside the template config folder, we're going to paste it in there. This is the configuration of the template. Let's edit the file together. You've got a few sections. At the top you've got the schema and the other. Next you've got the classifications, what this template contains. The reason that I've got more than one, I have grabbed this from my AWS starter kit clean architecture. The full working example of this is there. In that solution I've got more than one project, and that project is got the different classifications. Name, description, identity, quite important to give it a unique name. Short name, the tags in here I've got only two for now, that'll do. You got language and the type. Type is very important. If you want to put a whole solution together as a template, then you have to change this to solution. You're going to give it a source name. I mean, in this example you can see that simple.demo.template, so I'm going to copy that, I'm going to put it in there, and then that's going to do that as well. Okay, brilliant. And then further down we've got the primary output, which is the SLN. This is very important. You want this to be outputted from your template once the solution basically built off of this solution, off of this template, sorry. So the further down you've got post action. This is not in the documentation. This is in a different documentation, which is the actual repository where the template engine is living on the GitHub. None of the NuGet packages restored. I had to do it manually, which was painful. So this is going to take care of that for you automatically. We're going to save it. So the next step is, how can we use this template to create new solution? Let's head to the IDE again, open the terminal. We are at the simple.template.demo directory. Let's just make sure that we can see the solution file. Yes, perfect. You need to be at this directory because this is where you've got the template config folder and template JSON file stored. Run .NET new install // So the following template packages will be installed. It's installed this template with this name. These are the configurations settings in the config file, in the JSON file, remember? My awesome new template, short name, tags, and also the language. Now you've got the template installed. So what does it mean when the template is installed. It means it is available to be used. So now .NET new list to prove that we actually got the template installed and to prove that I'm not lying. So .NET new list, you've got a list of a bunch of templates depending on how many you've got installed on your machine. So further down, there you go, my awesome new template, also the short name. So let's copy this. We're going to create a new directory to make things easier and sort of organized. Go back to the root, make a new directory, template. If I can type template, go inside it. We're going to use the template. How? .NET new simple underscore template, the short name of the template that we've just created, -n, which is the name of the project that I'm going to create, or the name of the solution that I'm going to create. I'm going to give it my API template. Oh, actually, let's not use the word template anymore. My API project. What's going to happen now is that we're going to get a new solution. So it's going to create a whole solution, not just a project. Enter. It says a template. My awesome new template was created successfully. So now another fun. So let's see if I can see it. There we go. And you can see it over here too. If I go to the template demo and you can see my API project. And if you click on it, you can see that there is a solution file. Right, let's open it. So now I just opened the project or the solution. And as you can see, this is the solution that we just created together off of the template. So last thing before we wrap this up, imagine that you have multiple projects in your template solution. You want to change the name of those projects. You don't want to do it manually because in our example, the simple.api, which was part of the template, is the same as it is in the actual solution that we created. And to be honest, I deliberately did that because I wanted to show something quite interesting at the end of the video. So in order to make that work, we need to make some changes to the config file. So stay with me. Remember this bit, the template config JSON file. Remember the source name that we talked about very briefly. Everything from this section to the top, we're good. I want to talk about this bit a little bit. So I've made some tiny changes behind your back. What I have done, the name of the project, the API project was simple.api. Now it is simple.template.api. Why? Because what we want from this template is to rename the projects within the solution to the name that we want, not to the name that was set in the template. So I've just renamed it to the simple.template.api to follow the same pattern as the solution name itself, simple.template.demo. So the source name is going to tell the template engine, rename everything that is this to whatever name that is set in the command by the user. It's basically telling the template engine, hey, whatever you have simple.template, rename it to the name that is sent by the command. Right, don't worry, I'm going to show you how it works. .NET new uninstall /. Okay, so I've already removed it. Perfect. You could do this if you hadn't done it. Absolutely fine. The template.demo needs to be removed before you reinstall the new one. So let's go ahead and install it after this change. So .NET new, get it installed. Head back to playground root. We're going to go inside the template demo. Now we're going to create a new solution off of this template. So .NET new, short name, simple template. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be a little more realistic. I'm going to name it my company.awesome software. Watch this. We're going to create this solution off of this template. Go inside the template demo. There's another solution created off of that. And this is exactly what I was going to show you. The solution is now my company.awesomesoftware.demo.sln. The name of the project is not simple.api anymore. It's my company.awesomesoftware.api. And the benefit of it is huge. So imagine if you have a proper clean architecture with multiple projects as you need. Even if you have folder structure, you could follow the same pattern. So what I can show you now, I can just open the project and then just have a quick look and yeah, make sure everything is fine and prove the whole point. Okay, so now let's open the project. We've got our new shiny solution. Remember the demo part was part of the template, and that's it. So the name of the project also renamed to the name that you give it in the command prompt. It's a lot easier now. We together created a new template and then we created a couple of projects from the solution, from the template, and we proved that how effective it is. No more copy and pasting manually, no more renaming the namespaces manually, saving a lot of time. You can have as many templates as you like. You don't have to have one. You can have multiple templates for different needs. You can have vertical slice architecture, you can have clean architecture and have template for each of them. Doesn't have to be one. You can have as many as you like and then create the scaffolding of the project forever. So my slogan here is that create once, scaffold forever. So I hope that this video was useful. If you like it, leave a comment, maybe like the video, maybe subscribe. Okay, have a good day. Bye.